Hello and welcome to my knife channel. Well, what you see here is I won the game of hide and seek against this one. This is an excellent little knife that I've had for a couple of weeks now. And I was sharpening it. I've changed the edge on it because of the blade profile, but it turned up missing. There's two other knives that are also missing in here, but this is one of them. And what I did was, I mean, when you know you've had a knife, when I was a kid, my mom, whenever I'd lose a toy or something, I'd go up and ask my mom, "Hey mom, where have you seen my truck, my toy truck or whatever?" And she would say, "Wait a minute, let me use my magic eye." And she would put her hand to her forehead and make a guess, and it would usually be right. She'd say, like, "Go look over here, or go look over there." Later on, I realized what she was doing. She'd probably seen it when she was cleaning, or she just used deductive reasoning. And that's basically how I found this one, because I was sitting there and I was saying, where is this knife? I've got a small apartment. This is a small knife. Where was I using it last? And I had been sharpening. Well, I knew I already sharpened the knife, and it wasn't in my sharpening kit. So I had put it back in my pocket. Now, the problem with micarta, I love micarta and everything, but it can get slick. And with a knife like this, with the nickel-silver bolsters and the slickness and everything, if you just drop it in your pocket, like cargo pockets, that's fine if you always stay in a vertical, position or whatever. But if you start lifting your leg up or anything like that, it can easily slide out. One of the ways around that is a slip, like this one right here, which is what I put it in now. And it's not super good. I mean, I can tighten it down and everything, but it at least keeps it from just completely sliding out. And you clip this on the inside of your pocket up toward the front, and you can still, get to this thing if you need to. But that's one way around it. Anyways, back to the knife. This is an excellent little knife. As far as centering goes, the blade looks centered if you look at it right through down here. But it really looks like it's, going to rub the side on this side. But it doesn't touch, as far as centering goes. And it's a nice little size knife. It's not too large. It's not too huge. We have about 2¼ inches on the blade, or about 6 centimeters on the cutting edge. Has a nice little nail nick, but I usually don't use that. When I'm opening this knife, I just grab it right here and pull it open. I hardly ever use that nail nick. I mean, you can, but I mean that's where I pull it open. The lock is very strong. Never failed on me. I haven't, tried to like torture test it or anything. It's also D2 steel. I can tell that from sharpening it. When I was sharpening it, I can tell the difference between D2 and 440A when sharpening them. And 440A, the steel comes off a lot quicker with diamond stones and everything. And this one, it took a while. But I've got this thing fairly sharp now. It was sharp when it came out. It's just that they had some wonky edges, like it would start off like this, and then it would get thin here, and then it would get wide, and it just basically evened it all out. And it's pretty good now. But the thing I wanted to say about these size knives and stuff is, if you just carry them in the bottom of your pocket, that's fine as long as you're walking around and everything. But if you sit down or lean back in a recliner like I did, this thing can slip out, and you won't notice it until it goes missing. And also another trick on finding your knives hiding in recliners. I had made the mistake, like this is the recliner. I had tipped it like this way, and I had tipped it like this way, looking for the knife. But I'd never really shook the thing side to side, and I think what had happened was it had fallen out of the pocket, got in there, and was sitting on like one of the board braces for the chair. So when it went up like this, it just went like that, and when it went down like that, it went like that. But you have to go sideways. Anyways, get violent if you're looking for your stuff, and you might find some more. Let's see what this guy weighs. Like I said, it's a great little knife. I haven't got all of the, they make other ones. I like the sow belly trapper one the best. And that's one of my favorite knives of marbles, but how many grams we got? 74 grams or 2.63 ounces. So it's not a real heavy little knife, but it has an excellent little drop point or clip point blade to it and everything. And it will take a very good edge. I haven't done a whole lot of cutting with it. Like I said, most of the time it's spent its time hiding from me. So it's very good at hide and seek. But yeah, it's done very well. Let's see if I can zoom this guy in. So it's done very well on the fit and finish. It's very smooth. The pins don't stick up at all, and you can see it's got some scratches and stuff because I've been carrying around in my pocket with like an Olight. Sometimes I usually switch this to the other pocket, but I got this little Olight that I carry around. But yeah, this is great, man. If you want a nice little knife, lockback knife and everything, they're not going to be super fast to open up and everything, but that's not the purpose. I mean, you know, it's not like a self-defense type of thing where you've got to have it in your hand right away and everything. This is just a knife for like cutting your apple, and usually the apple can wait. It's no big deal if it opened with one hand or two. Apple doesn't care. But yeah, just a nice little knife. It's kind of like a super miniaturized Buck 110 in weight and everything else, but kind of the same profile of the blade, and actually better steel, and just a really good all-around little knife. So there you go, the model Marbles D2. I think it's got its number on here. It's model number MR432, and I would recommend it. I like that they do traditional knives like this, but they're using better steel. If Rough Rider would do this to their traditional patterns, you know, like still keep the micarta or bone, don't try to go too crazy modern with it, they'd have a winner. I'd buy every pattern that they come out with because I don't mind 440A and 420HC and 8CR13 MOV and all those other ones, but D2 does have better edge retention. And it's almost up there in the stainless class. It will rust, but it's got pretty high chromium content in the steel. Not enough to make it officially a stainless steel knife, but it'll rust a lot less than 1095 carbon. I'm just checking that centering. See, if you look at it straight down like that, it looks like it's coming to this side just a little bit, but I really don't worry about a blade centering unless it's, you know, like hitting the liner there when it comes in, and it's not doing that. The tension on releasing this is not real hard. It's not, you know, like gonna leave a big dent in your finger, and the pressure against closing is, I don't know, it's a rubberized mat, but it's not gonna close on you. Yeah. From now on, I'm just going to have to carry it in this. And this is another thing that's missing, one of these little slips. Because I had one for the carnivore jack, which is this one, and then another one for the dog bone jack. And the one for the dog bone jack is hiding also. Anyways, how to find your knives. One of the little hide and seek places is, yeah, just go through your logic process, try to remember where you last had it, and then search the crap out of it. You know, like if you had it in your vehicle, search, you know, beside the seat, underneath the seat, the center console, the visor. You might not have remembered you put it up there or something. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.